Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel VB Academy of Commerce and Business Studies. I am Dr. Vijayagiri Bhikshapati, Head Department of Commerce, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, Telangana, India. My email address is bvijayagiri@gmail.com. I am going to deliver a lecture on standard deviation for BCom third semester students in the business statistics subject. What is the concept of standard deviations? So far in the last two previous classes, we have learned about the measure of dispersions, about what we call is a range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, so far. Now we are going to learn the standard deviation, which is the accurate one and very useful for further calculations. So that's why the standard deviation is an important topic to the students as well as the researchers. So it is an important one in the research area also. So hence, everyone must be careful while studying this one. Then we are going the subject. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation is the concept of standard deviation was first introduced by Carl Pearson in 1893. This is almost 130 years back itself. So hence the standard deviation is the most useful and the most popular measure of dispersion. So according to the Carl Pearson and the other researchers, the standard deviation is the most useful one, most useful and also the most popular measure in the researchers or statisticians cycle. Right. So coming to the, just as the arithmetic mean is the most of all averages, so as the averages out of averages, we have mean, median, mode, but this is very important one. This is, we call it AM or arithmetic mean. So the arithmetic mean having the mathematical values, mathematical expressions, mathematical testing, mathematical testing. So hence this is what the arithmetic mean is important. Hence then further to this arithmetic mean, nothing other than this is standard deviation. Based on the arithmetic mean, we calculate the standard deviation. So in the basic averages, AM, then SD, that is standard deviation. Okay. So standard deviation is an important plays an important role in the statistics. So then next, the standard deviation is the best of all measures. Yes, everybody accepts this the statement. The standard deviation is the best of all the measures of dispersion. So in the averages or the central tendency, in the CT or central tendency, arithmetic mean is the best. In the dispersions, the standard deviation is the best one. So it is propounded or introduced by the Carl Pearson. is the great statistician, and he served the statistical world a lot. And he, in the even advanced statistics also, you will get the his works, just like correlations, regression, etc. Then we'll go with this one today. Then the standard deviation. Standard deviation is represented by the Greek letter sigma. How it is? Sigma is like this. Sigma. Sigma is nothing other than standard deviation. Deviation. Right. It is always calculated from the arithmetic mean. Right. So arithmetic mean only. Median and mode is not considered because these are not the mathematical expressions. This is a positional average. As you know, this is the group behavior, highest frequency. It shows in that way. So while looking at the earlier measures of dispersions, all of them suffer from one or each other demerits. There are a lot of demerits in the range, quartile deviations, and mean deviation, as we studied earlier and we explained at that time also. So what is the best one? This is the best one. Standard deviation is the best one. Mean deviation suffers what? Mean deviation suffers the mod D. Mod, that means removing, not considering the plus or minus signs. Plus or minus signs. So that itself is a major drawback for the mean deviation. Coming to the quartile deviation, as it said, it is the positional average. It is only covering Q3 and Q1. Means, so middle of the so we can express in this way. This is Q0, we can say. This is Q1. This is Q2. Q2 is nothing other than median. This is Q3. This is Q4. Q4 means 100%. So Q0 and Q4 having this much, this is 25% and this is 25%. These values are not taken into account while calculating QD, quartile deviation. Quartile deviation, these are not taken into consideration. What is taken into consideration? Only 50% values in between Q1 and Q3. Q1 and Q3. That's why the 50% only. So hence, it is lacking the 100% perfection. Only 50% perfection you can consider. Okay. Then range. You know range. L minus S. It doesn't cover. So range is not covering any value in between either the bigger or the lower. No, nothing. It is only larger value and smaller value. Okay. Then we'll go into the details of standard deviation. So quartile deviation, as I said, quartile deviation considers only 50% and ignores the other 50% of items. Okay. So mean deviation, no doubt, an improved version of measure, but ignores the negative and signs. So from the quartile to mean, some improvement is there. Range to quartile, some improvement is there while calculating. So quartile to mean deviation, further improvement there. So then The further one is SD. The best one is further D than the mean. Carl Pearson, after observing all these things, has given us a more scientific formula. So standard deviation is a more scientific formula for calculating measure of dispersion. While calculating SD, we take deviations of individual observations. So it is not skipping any value. Each and every observation has been taken into consideration from their arithmetic mean, then each square. So we'll take the arithmetic mean and take deviations from using the arithmetic mean. Then the values, as usual, mean mean deviation or median deviation we used to get, plus values or minus values in the deviations. That is the D we call it. So, but what we forcibly done, we done mod. Mod means removing all these values. So signs. Hence, you removed all these signs. That means all become plus like that. No minus signs. It is a major drawback of the mean deviation. Instead of that, what he does, the Carl Pearson does is taken deviations up to this point is same. Then what happened? Has taken made d square or dx square. The name whatever it may be, we call it dx or d or whatever. These are the deviations. Deviations taken from the mean only. You must understand mean only, right? So that means, so minus into minus it is automatically becoming plus. So hence the mathematically it is approved. Mathematically it is eligible, valid. Okay. Hence the mean deviation formula has been improvised by Carl Pearson and fixed it as a standard deviation. Okay. Then the sum of squares is divided by the number of observations. So how many numbers, that is the sigma f frequency total, that is the number of students or number of items in the data. So we'll take into consideration. That means each and every point has been element have been covered. Then to remove this square, it is underrooted. Say it is underrooted. According to this one, if you take the formula just like 4 square we did and made under root, what you will get? So within that 16, sorry, not 16, 64. No, sorry. 4 4 is 16. Sorry, 16. Then doing under root you will get the 4. So that means the originality is not lost. The originality is not lost. Hence, by using standard deviation SD model of SD, you will retain the mathematical accuracy of the values. You must understand this point. Okay. So what are the merits of the standard deviation? Of course, they may be discussed in the earlier slides also. Very popular scientific measure. So what is the next one? From SD we can calculate skewness. The further advanced step. So any further advancements are there and the statistical measures, you can use standard deviation. AM is the first step in the statistics. AM to SD, SD to SKP. P means Carl Pearson, skewness of the Carl Pearson. Not only that one, without this also, or we can just write this, we can calculate correlation RP. Correlation is RP. R is denoted for the correlation. Okay, so like that you will go in details. Even so, the standard deviation is useful in Z test also. Z test, test, T test, T test also. So like that, so that means the mathematical expression of the statistics is very important, and it has the validity throughout the statistics from the beginning of the fundamentals to the advanced level of the statistics. Okay, then it considers of all the items of the series. That means each and every point is considered, each and every element is covered. The squaring of deviation make the positive of the negative one, and the difficulty about the algebraic signs which was expressed in case of mean deviation is not found. So the rectification, the improvisation in this form made this standard deviation is the best one. Okay, then we'll go to the slowly going to the calculation system. What is the formula for standard deviation? Of course, so as we every time reiterating, there the formulas in the standard the statistics are based on the data type. It is individual data. Number one is individual data. For that, this is the calculation. Okay, this is the method of calculation. Sigma is equal, see, under root of sigma x minus x bar power 2 divided by n. So this is this sigma, this under root is up to here, means this is the last step we have to do. Okay, last step is the under root. So hence we must be careful while calculating. So sigma x minus x bar is used to take deviations. This is also expressed in other form, simpler way. So sigma x whole square, sigma x whole square divided by n under root. I think this is not whole square, this is within square, sigma x square divided by n. Okay, sigma x divided x square divided by n. So what is x here? X is the same, x minus x bar, x minus x bar. Deviations taken from x bar, that is the mean, arithmetic mean. Okay, so here due to the easy methods available, and for not making the calculations difficult, so we can use even assumed mean also. There is no difficulty, there is no loss if you use assumed mean. Assumed mean means you just discretionarily take up one value which is approximately according to you near to the what we call x bar. So it is approximate value. So means you must make like that 30 round figure. Suppose by actual calculations you may get the 31.333 like this. It is never ending one. So to taking deviations using this 31.33133, so it is very difficult. to calculation part. So whereas you simply take 30. Why? So it helps you to calculate easily. So, but the same require additional point. This one, you see this formula, so additional one. So up to this one is this, you consider this one. Okay, so I will put another pen so that in the point. Yeah, so yeah, up to this point, likewise previous one, that is taken from x bar mean deviations, but we are using what we are using, x minus a, as a means assumed mean, dx is equal to x minus a. So that is, instead of 31.33, this is the actual mean. You can just assume. So whereas 30 we have taken assumed mean, okay, discretionarily taken 30. You take 35, there is no problem. You take 25, there is no problem. But it must be, according to you, it must be in between. So nearer to the actual mean, so that the calculation of the next level, it becomes easy. Okay, so additionally what we have did, so this one we done, this one is the additional one. Instead of if you take the deviation from x bar, this calculation becomes 0. Okay, this value becomes 0, so nothing is there to deduct, to subtract, so that's why, so this is why we are taking, if it is the assumed mean, if something is, any difference is there, it is being subtracted here, so that the originality, the actuals becomes available, right? Then coming to the another method, this is what we said, this is individual data. So individual data, we have one kind of formula. What is one kind of formula? Sigma x minus x bar whole square divided by n under root. This is what we did. So even in shortcut method, what we use, same, but instead of calling x, dx is called. So dx whole square, x square by n, sigma dx square by n minus sigma dx by n whole square. So dx by n whole square must be done. Okay, so we'll look into the actual example calculation, so that you will easily understand. Whereas coming to the discrete method. Okay, so discrete method of data. So discrete as well as even given the continuous data. So I think you need not have a different formula, because the second one and the third one data types have same formula applicable. For assumed, for the actual mean x minus x bar, so the what is the difference between the earlier one? Here sigma x minus x bar, because only x values are available, but we additionally additional data available is the f is additional. Here the f is additional in this formula, otherwise everything is same. So f additionally taken, x minus x bar whole power by n, but into f under root. Okay, for continuous and discrete data also, in the same way you can calculate using the assumed mean. The same way, only f is added to the formula everywhere. So F and F. Okay, this is only the difference between individual data and the discrete continuous data's formulas. Okay, so here whenever we are calling the continuous data, we call mid values as m, as in the while calculating arithmetic mean also we have explained that m means mean. M is nothing other than x. M and x, there is no difference. Hence you can consider m and x are interrelated or interchangeable. Hence you remember this formula, and so that you can use for even the classified data also. Okay, then coming to the one calculation. So data is given here in the formula, in the example, calculate standard deviation of the following series. So what is the series? X is equal 40, 44, 54, 62, like that up to 96. It is given. To do this one, what we need according to the earlier slide, we need x bar first. If we are using with assumed mean or actual mean, so we have to decide whichever is convenient to you, you can use without any discretion. Okay, so that is up to you to calculate this one. Of course, you just see this one. So here I have used x bar, so hence I have calculated x bar first. Okay, x bar first. Yeah, this is x bar, sigma x by n. This is the formula, since it is the individual data, sigma x by n. So 660 divided by how much it is? 10. N is equal to 10. Count is 10. So you will get 66. Okay, 66, you got it. Then we taken the 66 taken here, what we call 40 minus 66, so that the answer is minus 26. So likewise 44 minus 66 is equal to 22, you will get. Likewise you have calculated these values, and so power 2 means square, so minus 26 into further minus 26 is equal to, you will get that 676. It is in the plus value. See, it was in minus value, minus into minus, it become plus value. Hence all are plus values. Okay, so positive values. So sigma x square is equal, some value you got it. How much? 3048, right? So we use this standard deviation formula as usual. I said in the previous slide, x minus x bar power 2 under root of n divided by, as I said earlier also, this root is finally we have to do after everything is finished to one number. Okay, so this is formula. Then coming to calculation, 3048 divided by 10. So according to this one, what you have, what is that? So you got this one 3048. So straight away I have given the answer. So you can calculate in the same way, you will get the same. So what you will get, 304.8 under root, because 10 is the this one. So you will get 304 under root is equal to 17.46 is the answer. So this is the way you have to calculate for a data given to you using actual mean. By this, I thank all to for your patient listening, Please subscribe my YouTube channel VB Academy of Commerce and Business Studies. Thank you one and all.